Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to Lazy Couch Thoughts. Today, we're going to be talking about Rob Manfred, that little snake, and what he said about the baseballs. And let's just get right in because I'm going to start ranting. So, if you didn't know, Rob Manfred made an announcement that the MLB will be deadening the baseballs. He said, quote, "It will be like extending every fence by 5 feet." Bro, you've been denying juicing the baseballs for 2.5 years now? 3 years? The baseballs have been messed up for a long time, and now all of a sudden you're fixing it when everybody knows it? Just leave it. Why would you have to deaden something that's not juiced? If it's just normal baseballs, which everyone has been saying, it's not, these things fly, and the pitchers have been saying, it's tearing my hands up because it's made tightly and to fly when it makes contact with the bat. Now all of a sudden it's, time to deaden the balls. The balls that there's nothing wrong with, we need to deaden them. What sense does that make, Rob? And everything going on with the MLB right now, you got to get your stuff together. We're not having a universal DH? Fun. This is going to be a real fun season. Deaden baseballs to stop home runs and no DH to hit home runs. It's going to be just wonderful. And you know what? I'm a fan of pitcher's duels. But you know what makes pitcher duels even more fun? Whenever the pitcher shuts down an offense that's supposed to be, just remarkable. Like the 2018 Red Sox, if they got shut out and somebody went 8 innings, no runs, 2 hits, that's more impressive than if it's going to be now within a dead ball era, which is not going to be an actual dead ball era. If it's only 5 feet, the juice balls probably had move the fences in 15 feet. So now the fences are just moved in 10 feet instead of 15. But I don't get what we're doing right now. We're just kind of killing the game on our own. We still don't technically know if the DH is going to be in or not. And spring training is literally about to start. This month, it's coming up. Spring training is about to start and teams still don't know if they're going to have an extra roster spot or not. Teams but no, it's a good thing we deadened the baseballs. It's a good thing that we made agreements in the spring training games. I'm about to rant about this too. To play only 5 innings or 7 innings if you want up until March 14th. So the first month of spring training. And then after that, you play 7 innings or 9 innings. It's said to try and encourage fans watching games. Fans don't watch spring training games. Spring training games are for the team and for the manager, and most importantly, is for the young guys to get playing time, and the guys who may not be on anybody's radar to try and get on somebody's radar. And this is going to take away opportunity from young guys who are trying to make it in the minors who may not be the biggest names. Yeah, Wander Franco, he'll be okay. He doesn't really need that development time. He can use the regular spring training time. He doesn't need the extra innings. People that do need that stuff, borderline minor leaguers to major leaguers, borderline people who were drafted in the 33rd round who have somehow made it to AAA but isn't being taken seriously yet. And he can go out there and pitch 6 innings in spring training, not give up a hit, and all of a sudden wait, are we missing something here? This guy looks good. Pat Light himself said that the only reason why he ever even got a shot in the big leagues is because of those late innings in spring trainings when no other person was paying attention except for the manager. And it isn't the players want to leave. The players don't have to stay. If Justin Verlander, I'm kind of throwing his name out there, but if Justin Verlander goes out there and pitches 5 innings in a spring training game and then he's done for the day, he packs up his stuff and goes golfing. He's done. He doesn't have to stay. He doesn't have to do anything. But all baseball's doing right now is just killing itself. The spring training stuff is stupid. Implement the universal DH already. This is so bull. But you know what they're trying to do? They're trying to keep an expanded postseason. If you're going to do an 18 postseason, then you need to wipe out the MLB schedule. What is the point of playing 162 games if over half the league's going to make the postseason? The reason why we play 162 is to narrow down the best 5 in each division. That's the reason why. Because you know what? Over 80, over 100 games in baseball, over 120. It's still kind of hard to see who the best 10 teams in baseball are. Over 162, you got a pretty good idea. This isn't football. Baseball is designed to be this way. That we have series for a reason, because in chunks of games, that's whenever the best teams prove. And on baseball, with it being a sport where anyone can win on any given day, what happens last season, I legit thought whoever the Indians faced in the first round, I thought the Indians were gonna win. I didn't care who it was, just because they went out there with Shane Bieber and, 5 other aces, and you all of a sudden the Indians had what, 4 pitchers last year who had, a sub 3.5, something like that ERA. Like, they were just nasty. They had a bunch of starters. Shane Bieber goes out there, pitches 9 innings, gives up 1 run, you win game 1. All of a sudden, you just got to win 1 more, and a team who, could have had the best 45-15 last year loses to a team that was below 500. That's why short series don't work, because anybody can win a series against anybody on any given day. And the MLB is just murdering itself right now. Lastly, before I hang up, baseball, let us share videos. The NBA has grown so much. I rant about this all the time. The NBA has grown so much because every single time Steph Curry has ever hit a step back three, or cross somebody over, it's on Twitter within 2 minutes. Anytime LeBron goes coast to coast and slams one home, it's on Twitter in 2 minutes. The MLB, however, if the MLB official account doesn't post it, or the team doesn't post it, you can't share the play. You can't share the highlight. If you do, they'll come for you and they'll deactivate your account. Yeah, people like Pitching Ninja, who has grown the game so much, they will deactivate his account. Like, he had to end up making a partnership with MLB because they were going to get rid of his account. The own players, if JD Martinez hits an RBI single in a game and the MLB account doesn't post it and the Red Sox don't post it, somebody like that, he can't use that in anything. JD Martinez, the guy who hit the baseball in the play to cause the highlight, he can't use his own highlight. Like, you see how stupid this is? It's all dumb. And lastly, people pay for MLB.TV $100 a year to watch any game they want. Stop at the blackouts. Seriously, stop at the blackouts. If the Red Sox, I can watch every Red Sox game ever, unless they're playing Houston or Rangers, then I just can't watch. I live 6 hours from Houston, about 7-8 hours from Dallas, but I can't watch it because I'm supposed to have those local networks. That doesn't really make sense. And then there's parts in the in the Midwest, where you have 10 or more teams blacked out. 33% of the league. You can't watch a third of the league because of blackouts, even though you pay $100 a month for it. There can legit be a day where you're not allowed to watch a single game. I don't know if it's ever happened before, but theoretically, it could happen. But anyways, thank you guys for tuning in. Baseball, we gotta get together. Implement the universal DH. The most fun part of baseball was the steroid era. The reason why you stopped it was because it was unhealthy. Cool, keep the juice balls, and we're fine with it. Like, I would rather have more homers than it be, just boring. And it's the most exciting part about a game as a fan is when somebody hits a deep fly ball and everyone slowly stands up and waits to see. And if it's caught the one strike, you're like, ah. Or if it goes over there, yeah. And they're jumping up as they're slowly getting up. That's the best part of being a fan. So more of those help the game. And it's just exciting. And I get it, we shouldn't have to cater to the people who don't like baseball. I agree, because I don't like the stupid rules about the pitchers, limiting pitchers in innings. I don't like putting clocks on the pitchers and da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Oh, you can't step out of the batter's box, da-da-da-da-da. All the dumb stuff like that, that's the stuff you shouldn't be putting in. Not stuff like universal DH and, other rules that make the game more fun. You're too worried about pace of play and trying to kick it up, and it's destroying the product on the field. So we got to get better at that. Hopefully Ken Griffey Jr. and Allie's on the inside can help, because if there's one person in MLB history that I can think make the MLB cool again, it's Ken. I don't know why I call him Ken. Let's try that again. If there's one person, it's Junior. All right, there we go. Anyways, have a great Wednesday. I guess leave your comments below on what you think the MLB should do to try and help grow itself and help grow the game. But anyways, I'll see you guys on Friday. Later.